ซึ่งเมื่อเริ่มนับหนึ่งก็หมายความว่านาจิปราซักจะต้องนับถอยหลังวันที่เขาเป็นผู้นำของมาเลเซียค่ะจะว่าไปนะคะชีวิตของอันวาอิบราฮิมก็เรียกได้ว่าเป็นชีวิตที่มีสีสันมากที่สุดคนหนึ่งในความเป็นนักการเมืองในเวทีโลกจากจุดที่เคยขึ้นไปเกือบสูงสุดนะคะถูกวางตัวเป็นถึงรองนายกรัฐมนตรีในยุคที่มหาเถรโมฮัมหมัดอดีตนายกรัฐมนตรีชื่นชมในตัวอันวาอิบราฮิมแต่หลังจากนั้นชีวิตของเขาก็ผกผันนะคะหลังจากที่ถูกฟ้องร้องว่ามีความสัมพันธ์ทางเพศกับคนขับรถหรือว่าข้อกล่าวหาว่าโซโดมีแต่อันวาอิบราฮิมต่อสู้มาโดยตลอดเมื่อ2 ปีที่แล้วเขามาที่เมืองไทยนะคะดิฉันได้มีโอกาสสัมภาษณ์ในช่วงตอบโจทย์และได้ถามเขาถึงข้อกล่าวหาเกี่ยวกับว่าเขามีความสัมพันธ์ทางเพศกับผู้ชายค่ะ If you were to become Prime Minister would you drop all the charges against sodomy?
No, I would say that they would have to have a professional independent commission to relook at it. There is absolutely no case in the past and now, and it's politically motivated. But it's not for me to decide. But I think enough is enough. I mean, how do you face a political opponent by continuing and creating these dirty machinations that involve people very high ups, and it is in evidence. It's well orchestrated by a few. Without evidence, it does not matter because you have the police, you have the Attorney General, and you can fix the judge.
Before you were released in 2004, have you ever had difficult time communicating with your wife, Dr. Wan Aziz, in keeping in touch with her mentally and emotionally?
Well, she's a remarkable lady. She's strong, she's extremely intelligent, and she's a very good mother and wife. And I would say that there were very difficult periods when I was in prison and abused because then we had difficulty in communicating with them and the children. But they were strong, and that's over. I mean, the only sad thing is that people who committed these crimes, they continue with impunity. They think, well, that's it, okay. He's guilty, go to 6 years jail, so what? Well, he's beaten up, so what? I mean, many people are beaten. I mean, if you have, leaders without a conscience, then you have a problem. But I think what is important now is we have to move on and do not allow a country and a system to commit abuses against their own people.
I heard that you read a lot of Eastern and Western philosophy. Looking back, do you wish you could turn back the clock and things could turn out differently?
Well, there's no point in thinking that, because you should accept this as I mean, this is the reality. They had a difficult period, but okay, 6 years in jail was very, very difficult. But you do take opportunity to make use of it. You read a lot. You get to understand, and you see the difficult, the worst. You were acting prime minister at the height with presidents, kings, and then you were there, downtrodden, and treated the worst like semi-animal, and you survive. You understand better.
Are you still angry?
No, I mean, it's not, a lot of friends, I mean, even internationally, my friends do ask me whether one should be angry. I think if it is, you continue to harbor that anger, you can't move on with your life. And you can't be trying to represent the conscience of your society and people. You have to learn, okay? You have to understand what happened, because the crime perpetrated can affect too many people, which means you must stop that. That means you have to move on. But do you then have malice? No, not really. I mean, many people doesn't seem to believe. They say, no, I have a chance. He will strangle these guys. No, I joke about it. What do you think you would do if you meet so and so? I said, I would kick him. I mean, that in the manner of a joke. But if I do really meet, if I met many or my political force in parliament, I was very civil. I mean, asked about their family. We joke a bit, and I mean, sometimes we argue on a few issues, but never, to turn back. Well, the most I would say, well, you were damn rough against me those years. Well, they say, as part of the political process.
You say that in front of that person?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, because once we get to be more relaxed and joking, and he would say invariably, most of these cheap, semi-literate politicians would say, yeah, not that I want to, but I had to, because the boss insisted. It's always the boss at fault. So that's why I think in politics or in life, you must have some courage or conviction.